All right, well, from cooking to camping, this holiday, many people will head out of town for a fun weekend of camping while social distancing. And no camping trip would be complete without a campfire, good company, and of course, once in a while, a good cocktail. And here to help us with the last one is Allan Roth. Allan, thanks so much for joining us. How are you doing?
It's my pleasure, Maria. Thanks for having me.
I'm loving this because this is a fancy cocktail you're going to make today. It's almost like if you're going glamping.
It is a perfect cocktail for glamping. One certainly with kind of a rarefied reputation, but one that is really super simple to make, and one that is perfect for camping, backyard barbecues, all of that. And it features the Glenfiddich single malt 14-year bourbon barrel reserve.
And okay, I need to ask you, because some people going camping might say, I don't want to have to, bring along all these bottles. What do you recommend? What advice do you have? A good flask, maybe?
Yeah, a flask would be perfect, or even just a bottle. So the great thing about this cocktail here is that you just build it basically in the bottle itself, so you can have just one bottle with you for that camping trip, or you can pour it off into the flask to have around the campfire. Pre-chilled, it's as though it's been stirred and everything.
Okay, I'm a good old-fashioned girl. I love a good old-fashioned, so let's get to it. Show us how to make this.
Absolutely. So the ingredients are super simple. It is just bitters, sugar, the spirit, and water. And so here I'm just going to pour them into the bottle. So here are the bitters. It's just 3/4 of an ounce.
And explain bitters, because I know sometimes I see that in a lot of cocktail recipes, and some people might be like, what the heck is this? Is it bitter? What is it?
It's a great question. It's not necessarily bitter. It's really a tincture, an infusion into alcohol of spices, herbs, maybe some roots or dried leaves, flowers, and it creates just a real intense flavor that just dials things up and gives it an extra pop. And so in this case, it does that for the old-fashioned. It gives it that spiciness.
Oh, I'm loving it. Okay, yeah, I love a good orange bitter. Okay, and what else do you put in there?
So I just put in 1.5 ounces of Demerara simple syrup. So that's just basically like a brown sugar simple syrup instead of a regular simple syrup, but either works fine. This just makes it a little bit richer, a little bit fruitier. Kind of complements the vanilla brown sugar and the whiskey. And now the one thing you can't replicate in a flask is the stirring, which it chills and dilutes. And so here we're just going to add some filtered water to the cocktail. And now if you are someone that likes it a little bit stronger like me, you might stop right there. Or you could fill it all the way up to the top, and it's going to work real well. And one of the great things about this cocktail in particular is that if I just step over here to the freezer, it can just live in your freezer or live in your cooler when you're camping, and you have it just already chilled down, ready to go, ready to consume. So you can store your flask in the cooler or a larger bottle like this.
Loving it.
You're all set.
All right, salud, amigo. Enjoy that. Wish I had one here. Let's talk also. Where can we get this recipe?
So the recipe you can find on my Instagram handle, Glenfiddich AR. You can also find the recipe on Glenfiddich.com.
Thanks again for joining us, and happy 4th of July.
Thank you, Maria. Happy 4th.
Cheers.